Logic and emotion, two things that often don't really hang out with each other. I would say part of my experience as a relationship coach is helping people distinguish between what seems logical and what is being governed by emotion. Another way we could say this is, are we choosing love or fear? You know, when we're in love with someone, when we're infatuated with someone, we're excited about with someone, when we're scared someone's going to hurt us, emotions are running rampant. There's so many different emotions that are coming up that are often dictating our decisions, and logic goes right out the window. That's why so many of us do things in relationships that we're like, how could I possibly have done that? How could I have put up with that person for so long? Why didn't I just say how I felt? Well, because you were in a heightened state of emotion that was likely being triggered by past responses and past fear experiences in your childhood or upbringing. And so those are just being reflected into the future and thus governing the choices that we make and don't make. So I just had a couple coaching calls where we were really working on that, where two people were sharing what they saw was so illogical for them to do those things, but could really understand, have compassion for themselves that they were just in a heightened state of emotion, right? And this is where it's like personal development should never feel like it's obligated, like you should do it, because that just creates resistance and righteousness. It's more so like an opportunity to discover how well we can influence our life and our relationships. And so where logic and emotion comes in is we need both of those things. They're actually both very necessary. I think what personal development's all about is helping people decipher whether or not this is fear-based emotion or genuine desire, or it's logic that's this thing that I'm just trying to be right about, or am I moving in a way that actually has integrity for me? You can see how easily those things can get complicated and confusing. So part of what we do in coaching is we help iron them out. We make things clear so that the actions seem very feasible and attainable to make the difference. So I'm going to stay on here for a little bit. I just want to talk about logic and emotion because it was just so rampant in our last few coaching calls. But I would love to stay on here and do some Q&A. So if you got any questions, just put them in the question box or put them in the comments, and I'll stay on here and answer some questions.